Hi everybody, welcome. All right, so I've just plugged in my headset and I was playing something just to check the sound on it, and it was making a really weird noise. So can I just double check that this headset is working okay, first of all, for those of you who are currently on the live. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. I don't always start with a technical problem, I promise. It's just that the last few days some people have been saying that they've had problems. We're finding that for the last week, if you do have some problems with the sound, if you go back out and come back in again, it seems to work. Some of you don't have any problems with the sound, so it's crackly. Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of that then. Let's try that. Is that any better? Or is it still crackly? How's that doing? Is it still making a weird noise? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, no, it's still choppy. Okay, if it carries on being choppy, I'm going to swap to my computer. Yes, better though, keep talking. Oh, okay, yes, sorry. All right, I'm going to just go for a couple more minutes. If it gets bad again, just shout, and then we'll see. I tried to play with the setting, but I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So just a reminder of what I stamped last night, and then to oh no, I don't need that light. So initially when I stamped this, I thought of making some slimline cards, and I probably will do. I'll do at least one. And then the other thought I had was actually if I turn it this way, to make an interesting kind of book with some interesting edging on it. So yeah, I'll see how far I go tonight in terms of experimentation, because I don't want to be here too long today. But we'll see. So I definitely need my trimmer, and I definitely need to clear my desk a bit more. So let me just pop some of this stuff away. And I am going to get some basic beige cardstock, because I think sometimes with an image like this, you don't need a whole lot of other colour. So I'm going to do what I call one of my wider slimline cards. So I'm just going to score this at, I'll do this at 10. I'm going to do this at 10 by 10. I'll go from there. Okay. Hello! It still sounds like something's jiggling. Ugh. Yeah, I've recently charged it, so you know it should be fine. And then when if I'm listening to something through it, it's an issue. I wonder if I don't know, if I turn it down a bit. Is that any better? Don't know. All right, so this is going to be really simple, quick to put together card, because it's going to be mainly made up of this stamp one sheet wonder, so I don't really need to do much to it. I just feel there should be a sentiment, because we have this natural kind of focal point area where everything is radiating from. And there we go, that's a nice bit of framing there. And let's see if I've got some spare. Just need some little scrappy bits, don't I? Some mossy meadow. The crackle is still there. Okay. Okay. Just sort this out. Okay, if I down mix it to mono, can you just tell me? It sounds like I'm eating Rice Krispies. Okay, just tell me if there's any change if I do that. I've just changed the setting on it. Okay, because this focal point is really quite low down, I don't really want to put like some sort of circle here. I'm thinking just a bit of a strip across there would be fine. I might even be able to tear that. Let me try that. And then put, oh look, I've got a piece of watercolour paper here left over from the other day. Not quite the right size. Is that any better? Just let me know, because if it isn't, I'll just go back to using my computer microphone, which I know is not as good, but I'll just shout. Hi, Mary. Oh, it's worse. Okay, let's get rid of that then. Okay, so I'm just going to have to talk really loud. I don't know what has happened to that. Oh, you can hear a buzzing now? What? No. Is that's on my computer? If I just shut up, then oh, it's much better. Okay, I'll just check a setting on there. All right, let me just up the input setting. Hold on. Sound. Let's just double check. All right, I've got it as loud as it will go, so I'll just have to talk clearly. Just trying to find a stamp that's got a sentiment on it that I really want to use. Nope. No buzz! Yay! I want something long, really. Oh, I'll just use good old Magnolia Mood, which is still available, I believe. If you're still after this one, I believe it's still around. This was meant to be a quick card. It's always the case, isn't it? All right, let's just do happy birthday there. Nice. You know what, I'm just going to clean that off now. Oh, it is available. Thanks, Karen. Thank you. So if you missed me stamping this, this is what I created last night in the live, on the live, and supposed to be fairly masculine. I tried to stay away from flowers, apart from this sort of like lavendery one, or kind of, I don't know, it could look like wheat, I guess. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was meant to stick this first and trim it. Oh, I'm just going to stick that on there, and then I'm going to cut it with my... I'll cut it with my trimmer. I've got it tucked down at the bottom. Right, thin that. Although it's now off center, but actually that kind of works. Oh, I'm slightly under there, but never mind. It kind of works because the actual focal point is slightly off center anyway. So yeah, you know, I'm just going to go with it. I'm just not going to worry too much, because I want to get on and do the other project that I've got in my brain that is semi-cooked. It's not a fully fledged project. I was inspired by, I keep looking on Pinterest for ideas of bookmaking, all that kind of stuff. Making projects that are a little bit more than a card, or could be used like a card, but not, it's not a card, not a card structure or whatever. And came across a type of bookbinding where you then were able to see a picture depicted when it was laid flat, because a picture would be cut into slices, and so when the paper's all laid flat you could see it on the edge of the page. And the structure of it was actually very similar to what I've done with various books that I've made with you guys. So let's just have a quick look at, I don't know, this one. Yeah, okay, so take for example this one here that I made, and you know, you've got the binding, you know, you've got the pages staggered obviously, but you see how you can see the edges there. The idea is that you take a picture and you cut it into strips and then you stick it on the edge. So that was what I was thinking of trying to slightly recreate. I don't know if I'll make the full book tonight, but I'll try and recreate it. Anyway, so that was the first card. I mean, if you wanted just to make 3 cards out of that Stampin' Up one, that's fine. Absolutely fine. But I thought, it's not often I make a book that I think is a little bit more on the masculine side. So I'm going to grab another piece of this and just have a quick think as to how we can lay this out. If I try and get 6 pages from one sheet, and if I try and do the measurements so that you guys who use 8.5 by 11, it will fit for you guys too. All right, so your cardstock is usually, well, she's usually a bit wider than this. So if we call it 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, so I'm just doing some quick maths. Okay, so if we score at 1/4 of an inch, and then cut at 3 3/4. Do the same again.
Yeah, no, we'll go with that. So score at 1/4 of an inch and then cut at 3 3/4. Just to save myself a little bit of time, I'm going to put those two together and cut at 3 1/2. So I'm creating a page that is basically 3 1/2 inches by 3 1/2 inches. So I'm just doing these together because it just saves a bit of time. So 3 1/2, 3 1/2. All right, so that's 6 pages. So I've got 6 pages so far. I'm going to do another set. Hi Johanna, nice to see you. Oh, hi everybody in the live. Sorry, I haven't gone around and said hello to everybody yet. I just wanted to get started. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for those of you who did comment and said you're interested in doing the mini book. I think it'll probably be, because there's maybe 1 or 2 people who said that they're not around in February, couldn't do it in February, so I think I might make it a March class. So just all good. Sorry, I was doubting myself then, so that's why I'm just double checking. Right, 1/4 of an inch, then 3 3/4. Ooh, who in the southern states have had a surprise snow flurry? I noticed on my Facebook feed, ooh, who is it? Who's that demonstrator? Janet Wakeland, who's quite in the south, isn't she? Near New Orleans. She's had snow. Kathy's had snow. Kathy, who sometimes pops in on this channel. Who else has had snow? Oh, go on, put your snowflakes up then. Let us know if you've had snow. I'm writing poetry here. Let us know if you've had snow. 3 3/4. No, 3 1/2. What are we talking about? 3 1/2. 3 1/2. 3 1/2. So what was interesting about this book that I saw was the idea was that you stuck all these down onto a piece of paper, but you didn't have a spine. You rolled the book. So this would all get like rolled up inside each other. So yeah, that was what was quite interesting about it. Hello, Shaz. Right, I'm going to say a really quick hello to everyone who's on the live because I'm sorry I missed out on doing that right at the beginning. So hi Janice, hi Judy, hi Vicky. Oh, you're watching but not able to chat, no problem. Hi Glenna, Deb, Judy. Excuse me. Janet, I said hello. Karen, who else? Mindy, hi. Jodie, Mathena, hello. Judy French, hello. Monica's here, yay. No snow in Chicago, but ultra cold. Oof, oof, that is cold. All right, so because I've got now 12 of these, that means I can make use of 6 inches of this design. I think I might take it from that point there. But before I do that, I should have done a bit of my folding initially, but I'm just going to sit and do this. Hopefully this won't take too long. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm all right, Shaz. No, it didn't. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. It didn't come to fruition. Put it that way. Judy's had snow. Awesome. I am resting. I'm sitting here. No, I'm all right. Yeah, the reason why Shaz is saying that is because earlier in the day, I thought I may have had some food poisoning because my stomach was just not feeling right. But nothing has happened, so I'm just going with it. I'm going with the flow. Oh no, that sounds awful. All right, so as I said, the idea was then that this, you know, I'm not going to turn this into a curved book because I need you to do a bit more research on it. But I am going to turn it into, I don't know, something. So, oh no, what am I talking about? Because I've got, right, so there's 12 of these. So that's 3 inch. Oh, that's only 3 inches worth. So 1, 2, 3. I might need to cut another set. 4, 5. I'm going to cut another set. Sorry about this, everybody. Because I want it to have more. Because that means I'd only see. So yeah, I want to see more. All right, I'm going to keep cutting. Carrie usually watches the replay. Oh, well, it's lovely to have you on the live. Is there anybody else here that's not normally chatting with us, but is today? Please do say hi. I know there's been a flurry of new followers recently. I can tell, like, there's new folks in the chat, which is awesome. If you want to share any of your photos of work you've done after being inspired by my channel, please do head to Artful Stampin space on YouTube, Facebook. Oh, safe journeying for your Canadian friends. I hope you had a lovely time. Okay, so now I've got to think about how I'm going to stick this in and what I'm actually going to... I haven't really thought this out very well, people, just so you know. So I'm thinking like a little album. And maybe I'll fold it that... No, I don't know, that'd be too long. If I fold it that way and then have the flicking going that way. I think. All right. I am crafting on the hoof. Just if you're thinking that Ruth has just got this fully fledged idea in her head today, I do not. Just to warn you. Hi, Pippa Brass. Good evening. My first live watching on YouTube of your channel. Oh, thank you, Pippa. So, do you mean that this is the first live of my channel, or is this your first visit ever? Oh yeah, super warm welcome. We love welcoming new folks. Okay, so the okay. Sometimes like my brain can figure out. Okay, so if this is this, this is this, and this is what it's going to look like, but my brain's not doing that today. Just so you know. So I'm going to actually have to lay it out visually for myself. So we start here. So basically, it's every 1/4 of an inch. That's what I'm thinking. So 1, 2, 3. So it's 3. I just got to figure the maths, you see. So it's 3.5 plus 1 inch. So that's now 4.5. So that means for every 4, that's going to add another inch. So 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. 6.5? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6.5, 7.5, 8. Okay, so my album has got to be maybe 8.5 inches that way. I'm just going to go and get some grey board. I'll be back. I'm just going to turn around and grab it. Right, got my grey board. And now I need to find some paper that matches that colour. Oh, is that a bit too... Oh, it seems a waste to not use the gold. So, yeah, I'm not going to use that. Oh, I do have that. That might be enough. And then I'll have to find something for the centre of it. Okay, so... So, because this measures 3.5, so if we do 4 by, what did I say? 4 by 8.5, wasn't it? That's 4 by 4. Yeah, I'm making a book, Elaine. Sorry. I'm kind of doing it from scratch because I've not quite figured out what I'm doing here. So that's 8.5. Can use these for something else. And then, ooh, should we give it a... give it an inch. Hi, Anne Marrett. Hi from Norway. I watch from time to time, but I don't say anything. Oh, bless you. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, thank you for saying hello today. I know sometimes it can feel a bit nerve-wracking to say hi on a live, but honestly, it's okay. It's not too terrible. I'm just going to mute my computer. Oh, see you, Deb. 8.5. Yeah. There we go. All right. So, this bit of paper. That's where we're heading with this one. So, I cut that at 10.5. Which I don't actually need to cut. No, you know what? I'm just not going to bother cutting it off. I'm going to leave it. So this is the spine, so that needs to be stuck right in the middle. So about there. William used to be a lurker too. Oh, Shaz was a lurker for nearly a year. I did not know that about you, Shaz. Oh my goodness. Seriously. I know Glenna was a lurker for ages. Whoa, you are my proper stalker, Shaz. That's amazing. What do you do with your books? I sometimes give them to friends, Elaine. Yeah. A lot of them are sitting right here because I use them as examples when I then teach a class. So sometimes I find I have to make a few before I feel like I can give one away because I need them to show examples. Right, now, I showed you this lovely gift that I got from Martina, and I was just going to see if there's a way I could use it today. And I think I could use it to help me stick this bit on, because I think that's about the right distance. I'm just going to hold that and do that. So actually no, I need to give it a bit more, because I did wonder if that was too thick, but no, I think that is the correct amount. Ah, that's cool. All right, I'm going to go for that. The danger is if you stick your card too close to each other, it will tear, it will split. Do not want that to happen. Don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to bring my little gadget back in. I've got no idea where Martina got this from, so sorry if people are interested in purchasing it and they're like, what is that, Ruth? What is this instrument of torture you're using? Next time Martina pops up on the chat, we're going to have to ask her where she got it from. You never told anyone. Well, now you've just told what? Loads of people, and there'll be loads of people hopefully watching this video in the future, and they'll all know now, Shaz. Yes, Elaine, it would. Yeah. That's a really lovely idea. I do like doing gifts where you can write nice quotes and scriptures and things in. Okay. This is very clever because not only am I aligning it that way, I've got my gap, correct gap there. Right. It all takes all sorts to run the ship, right? Right, now you can use a block just to, look at that. That's handy, isn't it? Make sure your glue is squished everywhere. So then the next thing I need to do is run my bone folder all around the edge of my grey board. So those of you who are doing Artful Stampin School and not done a class with me where we make a book, it might be worth you just having a little bit of a practice, because I'm sure at some point one of our projects will be some kind of book making. Hi Patricia, I know we are memory keepers have one like that, pink and purple. Ah, there we go. Hi Martina, if you're watching, sending love from Shaz and Glenna. If you're enjoying this video, please remember to invite your friends, come and chat with us, come and hang out. I know sort of sitting and watching lives together is not as kind of popular popular as it was, say, during the, you know, a few years ago when we were all stuck at home and everything. But if you've got friends who have got, you know, issues with going out, or just, you know, they're at home, want a bit of company, then joining in with a live is just such a nice way to do it. It's kind of easy socialization without too much stress. All right, I'm just going to apply some glue across the top there. You know what, I'm going to get my block as well, just hold it all down. Here we go. And just a thin amount of the Tombow. I mean, you can use bookbinding glue if you have it, but I find Tombow's pretty good and it's pretty fast. So there we go. And then get my bone folder, and these corners here, just going to run my bone folder into the book just to get the paper to do what I need it to do. And then I'm not going to go down, I'm going to come into the book from the bottom like that, just to crease that paper into the card there, so that when I fold it over, it's nice and neat. Sorry, I've got a gooey finger there. Sorry about that, keeping it real. Okay. So that makes it nice and neat there. So using a block in this method, I've not actually really done it before, but I'm thinking it's helpful if you've got maybe issues with your hands, your wrists and so forth, and you're not able to apply too much pressure with your muscles, but the weight of the block actually does quite a lot of the work. So all you're having to do is just run that up and down and just use the force to move the block. So some people also use their bone folders as well. They just get their bone folders and go up and down like that. And again, I mean, that's light as well. So. All right, so we're getting there. So I'm just going to make sure this is all glued down. So I'm just going to very gently now push. Oh no, see, that wasn't quite. Actually, I forgot that sometimes it's helpful just to run your bone folder, but be very careful not to push down too hard because you do not want to tear that paper. So just that. Okay. So the idea is it's going to open that way. Then I'm going to stick our panel in there. Right, so now I need to find a piece of paper to line the inside. And I kind of want it to match these colours here. Just going to see if I've got anything that colour. I'm wondering if that lovely paper, you know, that floral paper that we've got in the annual catalogue that's all those lovely colours. I'll see if I've got any of that. This one. Okay, so I've got a blue or I've got that. Which I think is kind of perfect, really. That lovely texture. That's really nice, isn't it? Okay. So that was 8.5, wasn't it? 8.5 by let's just do measurements. So if I do 8, right, and then this measurement here is unspecified because it's made up of those grey board pieces, and then we've got those gaps there. So I'm going to eyeball the distance that I need because I just want the same gap all the way around. And I'm going to do the old nail trick where you just pop your nail, make a mark as to where you need to cut it, and then hope you find it when you put it up to the trimmer. It's so light that it's kind of hard to notice it. Okay, there we go. So that was about, it worked out about 8 3/4 ish. All right, okay, keep that for another day. Right, so now I've got to figure out, so that was 8 3/4, right, that's the correct setting for that.
Oh, Elaine, you've just got what? A storybook friends and storybook going. Yeah, oh yeah, I think this would make a great storybook for children. Oh yeah.
Now in bookmaking world, people tend to use a paintbrush and liquid glue and paint it on. But I tend to find with the Tombow, because it moves so well, you know, once you've got your paper down and you give it a good squish down, it's okay. Right, so there. Hi, Janine. Nice to see you. Okay, so just want to roughly find where my crease lines should go. Okay. Okay. All right, so there's the basic structure. So then what I want to do is then start sticking my panels on here. Do I want to stick my strips on first or not? No, I think I'm just going to go for it. Whew. Yeah, I did make a card at the beginning. Hi, Melissa. I made that one. So I'm using the Stamp One Sheet Wonder from yesterday, and I'm wanting to make this book that will have little strips of this along the edge, and then it will have the picture there. That's what I'd like to do. Oh, I could have that on the front, and then, oh, yes, it's come together. Okay. Right, so sorry, this is going to take a few minutes. So if you're watching this on the replay, please feel free to fast forward because, I mean, watch this first few, me getting these first few ones on, but after that do feel free to fast forward because this is going to get a little bit boring. So I'm lining up my fold with my DSP there and making sure it aligns across here as well, because we want this to be as accurate as possible. Just using my bone folder for some extra push, and I'm opening this gently because I know that that Tombow glue, because it just takes a few seconds for it to set, even opening up a flap like that can sometimes shunt it out of position. So I'm just making sure that that's fully stuck. Then I'm gonna keep going, basically. Want all these to stick on now. So then what I do is, see how that's folded over like that? So I've got to fold that back a bit more and place the fold up to the previous flap that is already stuck down. And that is going to go on there like that. And again, I'm making sure that it aligns across here. And hopefully if you've done your cutting quite accurately, there's no reason why there should be any discrepancy. But sometimes when you're using a trimmer, you know, you can move the paper just a little bit sometimes. So right, any questions? Now I remember when Ruth flashed it down. You do that when Ruth talks and maths. Okay. See, I know why you come to this channel. It's because I do the maths for you. So I've heard. I've heard all about this. Now, I wish I could tell you there's an easier way or quicker way of doing this part of the book creation, but I really don't think there is. It's just one of those things. And I appreciate it might be a little bit boring to watch, but actually there's something strangely pleasurable about the kind of monotony of this and the repetition of doing it. So I think it's probably more enjoyable to do in person than it is for you to watch me do it. So I don't know, let's entertain ourselves. Anyone got any funny stories to tell me? Good morning, Lisa. Hello. The card was really easy to put together, Melissa. It was basically, I took that one sheet wonder and I cut 9.5 centimeters and made a card and just put a sentiment on it. It really was that easy. So it's not a super complicated one. And then right, there we go. So that's part of it done. You see how you've got this strip here appearing, not strip, but this, I don't know what the word is. It'll come to me. Patience is a virtue, that's right. And there is something pleasurable about, you know, making things line up, making sure it's all nice and neat. I mean, I sometimes do, I mean, you know that I'm quite a messy crafter from time to time, but I also take great pleasure in seeing things done properly and looking tidy, and there's a beauty in that as well. Ooh, and Janice had coffee and chat and a wander around the charity shop and a long chatty lunch. Oh, nice. I had a nice long chatty lunch. So a friend of mine wanted to take me for coffee and cake, and then it turned out that another friend of ours who we then invited, it was her birthday today, so we went somewhere near Welshpool called the they've called it the British Ironworks, and it's basically a place that has loads of these amazing iron statues. Now, because one of my friends was pregnant, we didn't do the whole walking around the outside and looking at all the amazing statues. We kind of headed for the coffee shop. Oh, we had a large G&T. Oh, nice. But there was like an indoor shop that you could look at, and there's lots of lovely sort of gifts, and there's actually nice bits of furniture, cushions. So there were some really pretty like flowers that were made from ceramics that you could on stakes that you could put into your put in your garden. They were £3 each, these flowers, but I imagine that it's the sort of thing that, you know, every time you go there you could maybe buy one or two more, and then you end up with a pots and pots of these little ceramic flowers that even when it's the dead of winter you get a bit of colour from them. And they looked really nice. They didn't look plasticky. So yeah, they were nice. So what did I have for lunch? I had chips and quiche and coleslaw and salad. And I was wondering if the coleslaw was the culprit of making me feel a little bit ill. I mean, partly it was because it was quite a large lunch, and we then had lots of tea, and then we all chose a cake that we then got split into 3 so that we could all have a bit. And I must admit, I got to the pudding stage and I was like, eating cake stage, and I was like, oh my goodness, like I don't usually eat this amount of food in like one sitting, so I didn't. Yeah. And then I came home and then went and had a little lie down, because I have to confess, after my live last night, I ended up calling a friend who I hadn't talked to for quite a while. Oh, actually, no, I did talk to them the other day, but not for very long. And then had a very, very late night. So I was feeling a bit snoozy this afternoon. And then I woke up from my snooze and then just found it very hard to get going again. And that's when I started to feel a bit weird. How much is £1 in American dollars? It's about $1.20, I think, at the moment. So £3 is probably about $3. What, $3.60, $4? Oh, Janice, yes, you would love it. Oh my goodness, yes, it's a real good touristy spot. Yeah, it's great. And the great thing is that during the week it's free to go round, but the weekends you have to pay, I think, for your car to be parked there or something like that. And they're very clever with their marketing, I have to say. So the tea was served in these beautiful cups, like really beautiful cups, and the teapots were solid iron. Like you pick the teapot up and you like, you know, you have to really make sure that you got, you know, your strength behind it. Well, of course, as you're leaving, there's a whole little dresser of teacups with candles in for £12 to say you can buy a teacup that you used. I was like, that is smart. Very, very clever marketing. Oh, no, I think it's the other way, Shaz. I think 75p is $1. Yeah, it's the other way. Go the other direction. He loves a good teapot. Wow, I tell you what, these teapots, you could probably buy one or two and use them as like weights, because they really were quite. £1 is £1, Elaine. We say £1 because it's just like I don't even know where it comes from. Is it Cockney, or is it? I don't know where the word comes from. Yeah, £1 £1 is £1. And then since we now have pound coins, so we used to have pound notes, like you have dollar bills, we have pound coins now. And I have a friend who used to call them nuggets. She goes, oh, it's 1 nugget, 2 nugget. But I think that might be my friend. I don't think that's a general term. All right, I'm nearly there. I've only got a few more to go. Look. Woo, look at this. This is quite exciting. I've never done anything like this. Well, I mean, obviously I've made books before, but I've not done anything of this sort of shape before. So this is quite fun. Fun. Hello, Susan. You have dollar coins now. Ah, cool. Yeah, I would always say the thing that confuses me about American USA money is that it's all the same color. So it's like you have to read what it's what it says before you hand it over. See, in the UK, our money's all different colours. So it kind of makes it easy to figure out what's what. What's it like in Canada? Are the notes different colours in Canada? And Australia, and who else is on here? What countries? Oh, then euros are... Oh, actually, I don't remember if euros are different colours. Canada's colourful as well. Ah, okay. We're starting to see the new coins from the king filter through now. It'd be interesting to see how long the queen's the currency with the queen's head on it will stay in circulation. Euros are okay. Oh, is anyone going to on stage in Europe? Who's watching? I don't know if I have many European demonstrators who watch this channel. I know you Aussie girls are meeting up, aren't you? You have a coffee break, Vicky. Oh, good. Oh, are you teaching class? No. Yes, a blizzard in New Orleans. I did see Janet Wakeland posted earlier, Janine. And she's got snow. Oh, look, I've got a little gap there. Wasn't quite as perfect as I thought, but never mind. Oh, I know what I could do. Rather than... I wonder if I could stick a panel. I'll just stick a panel there. Rather than having a whole new one. If I stick that there. And I'm going to mark it with a nail rather than measure it. Oh no, hold on. Move that up. Okay, so that's got to go to there. All right. That way. So sometimes you can try and be super duper precise, but there's always you've got to allow a bit of wiggle room, and so you've got to allow just for a little bit of human calculation rather than a you know, like an AI calculation. Right, no, not way around. So that's going to go there, and then I'm going to put one of my, I'll pop a strip there, that's fine. You have a huge big donation to sort out. Ah, okay. Are you at work then, Vicky? Are you at the Westcare then? Oh, awesome. Oh, good, Monica. 4. There were 4 in the bed, and the little one said, pass the ink pad. There were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, pass the Stampin' Scrub. All right. Woohoo! Exciting! We got there in the end. So I'm just going to go over all these. A little bit of a double burnish here. Make sure it's all, try and get them as flat as possible. I'm glad I left myself an inch spine. Because it does sort of stick out a little bit. That's okay. So this could be a little mini photo album. It could be, someone said you could put Bible verses in it, and it could be memories and verses. A book of encouragement. Okay. The idea is that that will go flat at some point, and then that will close over. So, not quite sure how I'm going to fasten it yet, but there we go. All right. So, my plan was then that we would then stick that across there, and we need to cut at every half an inch. So if I cut that down now, 3.5. It's a little bit crinkled that end. I'll go this end. All right, so go for 3.5, and I need to cut these every half an inch. Okay, I'm just going to prep I'm just going to clean out that, just get all the gubbins out. I don't know whether just to get a new blade, because this blade is starting to go. I'm going to grab a new blade because we've got to sit and do a lot of trimming. Hi, Jenny. Jenny, look what I got. Right. Okay, I'm going to swap out my blade. Get a new one in. Okay, so I'm going to cut 3.5. Then I've got to cut every quarter. I need to cut 1/4 of an inch. So for those just joining, I've made this little kind of flappy book, and I want to stick the image of what this stamping that I did yesterday. I'm going to cut it into all these strips, and these are going to be stuck on the edge of the page so that when the pages are shut, you see the whole picture. That's the idea. So you could do this with a photograph, a piece of artwork. That was how I saw it. So I think it was Japanese, a rolled book. So it was just like, it was like a meter long, this thing that I saw, but it was made from paper, and then it was all rolled up. It didn't have like a spine because the spine curved. So that's what I saw, and I thought it was very inspiring. I wanted to semi-emulate it, not quite being true to the original idea, but we're certainly giving it a good go just to see how it turns out. And if it's popular, it might be one of the projects that we do in Artful Stampin School at some point in the year. But it is quite obviously will take you some time to do. I want to make sure everyone's skill levels are, everyone's confident with a trimmer before doing it, because there's a lot of trimming. That's a good idea, Janice. I was thinking of having an event actually in Welshpool, but I think I've got a meeting I need to go to. Funny enough, a Zoom meeting that day. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind hosting a Zoom event, that'd be awesome, because right, I don't think I need this one. Do I need it or not? How many do I need? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2, 4, 6, 8, 18. All right, I'm not going to cut that last one because okay. Right, let's start sticking. Oh, you were going to travel up to see me. Oh, you're more than welcome to come and visit, Shaz. I just got a trustees meeting on Zoom. I think it'll probably be about a couple hours on the Saturday. That's the only thing I've got. But I mean, theoretically, I could organise something at the Hive, and that could carry on without me in the afternoon. So I'm just sticking that full page down there, and there like that. Okay, so hi Gina. Yes, it rolled like a scroll. Yes, it did, Janice. Not Janice, Vicky. Ruth, I've decided you're totally crazy, devoted to the art. Oh yeah, you only just realised that. Okay, so I'm going to open that out and then make sure that I stick this on the edge there. Okay. I'm going to see if it's easier just to put the glue on here first. Oh, don't move. Okay. See, it has to, trying to make it match up. Hi, Bev. To help with FOMO. Yeah. I get it, Janice. Oh, just double check over. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, you want to skip ahead, please do. I will not be offended. This is a little bit monotonous, but so worth it, I hope. You can let me know at the end. Skip forward and let me know. Was it worth it? I just thought the other way you could do this is if I'd stuck it the other way round. So have it opening like a book and then have it as a waterfall. You could do it that way. So there we go. I could offer, that's the two options, depending how you want to play it. Let me just double check that's the correct one. Yes. Ooh, Gina. Wow, yes, take time to recover from that. Plenty of rest and pain relief. Oh, there we go. Shaz. It's got words of wisdom for you, Gina. Lisa. Well, this is what you get, you see. If you get to go to actual on stage, you know. That's funny. Oh, oh, something caught then. Okay, so this I need to move it in a bit closer. So there is going to be a slight overlap. It's not necessarily going to be a true. Just realised that I was kind of trying to make this all nice and flat, but actually it's kind of impossible to do that because, yeah, it's slightly catching as well. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, keep going. Just keep going. Oh, Jen, I went to the British Ironworks today. I thought it'd be a nice outing for us to go because it's near Oswestry. We could meet you there. Although I thought it was quite busy, but on a nice day, it's nice to wander around outside and take photos and stuff. They're amazing kind of sculptures and stuff. But and in the week it's free. Yeah, look up British Ironworks. You'll see loads of photos. I think they're on Facebook. But what's funny is like it feels like they have this like massive list of rules when you arrive. Like you're not allowed picnics, not allowed to take a picnic. They're very insistent that you buy their food, which is nice, but it's just like, seriously, really? Yes, I had thought of doing an in-person thing during on stage, but I've got a meeting on the Saturday now. But it's just an online. It's an online meeting that I just need to concentrate on for a few hours. But if everyone else wants to hang out, I could book the hive. Three months, Gina. Ooh. Shaz, is that about right? Shaz will let us know. Hope it's all going to be worth it. Ooh, how long was the procedure, dare I ask? Right, this whole thing's taken a bit longer than I didn't actually anticipate completing this project, but now I've got started, I just can't stop. Hello, Bernie. Okay, now I'm getting to the end. I'm like losing the plot a bit. No, don't move. Oh, stay there. Stay. Right, there we go. Oh no, hold on. Is that right? Goodness, look at that. Look how close that is. I've just got to cut that. Okay, we're nearly there. Nearly there. See you, Bev. Bernie saying, I should be doing my homework. You can do it while you're watching. It's okay. I don't mind devices in the classroom, Bernie. It's okay. Oh, hope you got a bit of a rest then, Shaz. Okay, so I just need to cut that off there. Might need a little bit of, I wonder if I need a bit of washi tape to hold this in place. See if it will stay. Oh, that was risky. Risky, risky. Okay, Bernie. Okay. Right, come on, stick down. Oh, let's move you over a little bit. Oh no, don't do that. Okay. Last one, everybody. Trying to tiny weeny amount of glue. Scooching it over a little bit. Thing is, often you just think, oh, paper's just really thin, it hasn't got much depth to it. But it's when you do a project like this, you realise, oh, actually, cardstock, you know, sticks up. It really does. So, there you go. So I'm wondering whether then to use the leftover piece as the cover. There you have a little book. So what I meant earlier, like if you wanted to have it this way up, you could have it that way up, and then have it, you know, the other way around. I mean, I suppose you could do could open it that way, but no. Anyway, yeah. So if you were going to do it that way, I would have that stick it going from top to bottom rather than that way. But because I envisaged it happening that way, that's why I created it like that. So there we go. So you've got your whole picture across there, and then you open your pages. You show off, you. Right, so this, I think I'll cut this down a little bit and then maybe put that on a piece of mossy meadow just to border that, because I think that would look nice. Thank you, Pepper. So right, I'll cut that 3 inches. I'll do it 7 1/4, but I'm being generous just to see what it looks like. Oh, that looks okay, doesn't it? So 3 by 7 1/4. So if I do this at, I'm going to take off 3/16 from the 3. And so 7 1/4, so I'll do 7 1/16. Or shall I move that over and up a bit? Move that over. Just realised also I stamped that script at the script stamp. You're actually meant to look at it that way, but there we go. You picked a fantastic autograph book. Oh wow, you got JK. Oh yes, I remember you saying that you met her. You didn't get mine, Janice, when I met you. So Bernie's going to on stage as well. Oh yay! Does anyone know if Kaz is going? Kaz Hurst? Yeah, true, Janice. I mean, J.K. Rowling's never made you a card, has she? I guess technically it's still the right way up if you were to open it like this and then just do that. Just going to get my eraser because I've got little blue bits and pieces. Yeah, it's interesting how that, see, that just wants to stick together. Look at that. There we go. I wonder if I was to get my bone folder and just smooth the edge down a little bit, it might help it. I've just realised what I've been really clever. Is if I'd got that and stuck it going that way as well. Oh my goodness, that would have been so cool. I would have been here another hour, but I suppose I could. No, I've cut it already, haven't I? You could have secret messages, I guess. You could write secret messages across there instead. It's not because it's sticky, Janice. It's to do with how it's just the card is catching against the card. I don't know if you can see. It's like, you see how that's, it's like it's all interlocked. Yeah, those are interlocked there. So when you have to kind of do that. Yeah, it's not because it's gooey at all. It's just, yeah. So there we go. Oh, Nicole, I didn't realise. Oh, sorry to hear that. Tomorrow with some previous Winter Wonder. Yes. Yeah, that would have been really fun. Oh, right. Those of you in Artful Stampin School, if we do this as a project for that, we'll have to remember to go backwards. Although, I've got the double amount there, though. So we'll have to stamp the length of our paper to get that length there. Unless you just start it there. You can have a message there instead and do it that way. But yeah, I think it would, it would catch on the way back. You wouldn't be able to do that because it would just then catch. Oh, there's something really satisfying about this. I should do an ASMR video. Reinforce your score lines backwards. What, these ones? Going back. Yeah, I think I've already done that, I think. I did it on the way forwards. I mean, I did it, yeah. I suppose you could just keep... Sometimes card needs telling a few times, doesn't it? You could always stamp another page like the one you used. I know, but it's never going to be the same, is it, Pam? Not quite. The other option is that we could just decorate that with DSP now. But although I've used up the last of that, and I've used up the last of that one as well. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what this is going to be. We'll see. But anyway, I'm not even sure what we're going to call it either. I'll look up what the name of the book. It was called I think it was called a spiral album or spiral book. Spiral book bind. But this is not strictly spiral. So the original idea came from a spiral book. So this here would have been just a piece of paper that would then have been rolled up, and because of the nature of it, it just curled up round and round and round and round. So yes, but really close. Yeah, true. The only thing is, once I've done something with a colour scheme and a set of stamps, Pam, I find it really hard to repeat. I'm on to the next thing. Yeah, this is very much a masculine looking one. Yeah, a nice something bright and floral. Yeah, would be. Oh, I see. As a surprise on the inside. Yeah, that would be interesting to do. We might. Yes, it is a waterfall going down this way, but it's not really a waterfall in terms of how it opens because it's opening sideways. So it's the side waterfall album, but if you would prefer to have it as a waterfall, you could, just do it that way. But there we go. All right. Hi, Susan. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. It's going to make a cool video. Little short, isn't it? Well, Oh, it's very tactile. It is lovely. Okay, so there we go. That is the project from yesterday's stamping. We got one card out of it, then we got the cover, and then we've got all those lovely layers there after I cut it up and stuck them to my book. So I used three sheets of card. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so 3 sheets of cardstock for making the pages, some grey board for the actual structure of the book, and then 2 sheets of DSP to cover, and an extra bit of something to do your matting layer. And there we have it. Oh, excuse me. Right, it's past my bedtime. Lovely to see you all. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Sidefall album. Yeah, it could be Sidefall album, or yeah. If you want the figure, the numbers, just go back and watch from the beginning. I've at every stage I have said what the sizes are. So if you do have any questions, though, if you are trying to remake it, just drop a comment and I'll be pleased to answer you. But I mean, those of you in Artful Stampin School, let me know if you would like to do this as one of the projects, and I'll get it designed, and then maybe I'll do a standalone class for those of you who are not doing Artful Stampin School. Night, Jen. Rest well. Spiral album. Thank you, Nicole. That's what it's called. Yeah, Spiral album. Yeah, do look it up on YouTube, or Pinterest. I found it on Pinterest. So Spiral album. There we go. But yeah, I mean, it's basically like a waterfall situation, isn't it? Yes, says Bernie. Okay. Oh, there we go. See, that doesn't work, does it? Yeah, no, it's meant to be like that. Anyway, you see, my philosophy is that you may as well get on and have a go making something, even if after you've made it you go, I would have done it different, and I'll do it different this way, or I want to do it like this next time. Until you actually have a go, it's really hard to make those decisions down the line. It's better just to get on and have a go and make it, and then you can go from there. So there's nothing about this that I really regret. Nothing, it's all worked out. But now I've made it, I'm thinking, oh, there's variations I could do. So yeah, no regrets when it comes to crafting. All right, lovelies, I'm out of here. I don't know what else, what to tell you about products I use. Yeah, you definitely need to use a trimmer. A bone folder is super helpful, and the Tombow glue is great for that as well. And I use basic beige card. There we go. Right, lots of love, everyone. Take care, and yeah, if you've got any questions, there's my email address, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and for all like links and everything, if you just scan the QR code, it will take you to a links page, and then you can go from there, and also in the description. Okay, lots of love. See you soon. Bye. Take care. Yes, get well soon, Gina.